I want to talk to you today about the wonderful Tartan 37C. The C stands for a centerboard, which gives this boat a good bit of flexibility if you bring up the dagger board, or the centerboard, I should say. It's not a dagger board, it's a centerboard. You can get a very shallow draft, 4.17 feet, whereas if you put it down, it'll give you 6.7 feet. So that will help you when you're trying to go upwind or you're pointing into the wind. And, will certainly help you on deeper ocean crossings and things like that. I think some cruisers might say, well, it's maybe better to have a simpler vessel and not have that articulating centerboard. But I think if you look after it, it's like anything. If you take care of it and you make sure that the sheath for the centerboard doesn't get fouled with growth and things like that, I think you'll keep the boat in good shape, and the dagger board or the centerboard will help you a great deal. So the nice thing, though, really about these boats is they're really beautiful boats. They're based on a Sparkman and Stevens design, and if you know anything about Sparkman and Stevens, you know that they are world renowned for producing vessels that have won a lot of international yacht racing events. So Sparkman and Stevens are very good. The other thing too, just about the company Tartan, they've been in business since 1971. Um, I visited them maybe about 2 or 3 years ago at the Newport International Boat Show, and I just really liked them. I got a good feel for the boats. I really liked the people. They seemed really friendly and non-assuming. And I think the company must have very good customer service to be in business for so long. They've been in business for over 50 years, so they must be doing something right, because I think if anybody's been in the sailing world and perhaps the boating world in general for some time, I think they'll note that manufacturers can come and go. And I think quality of design, good customer service, and um, other things like that are certainly important to keep the boats selling and to keep the customers happy. I think Tartan, Catalina, Island Packet, those are some of the more premium brands that have certainly been in business for a while. But I really do like Tartan, and I think they are really good boats. So let's look a little more at the general design of these boats. You can see they've got this sort of delta-shaped transom, which points back like that. I really like that. I think that's a sleek design, and I'm sure it lends itself to the speed of these boats. Um, Here's kind of a good look at one here. You can kind of see the shape of it. It's a very good looking boat. It's funny. I relied on, well, I didn't rely on, but I did a search on 37Cs, and it talks about, well, this is an AI generated report, which is helpful. Um, it talks about the 32 horsepower universal diesel, which is great. Like anything, again, if you keep it and you look after it and you keep up with the maintenance on it, it'll take care of you for a long time. I think that's the vital key of anything. Take good care of your equipment, and your equipment will take good care of you. I think it's funny, though, that this AI brought up this boat, and it says one example of the 1986 Tartan 37C is for sale in Yarmouth, Maine, and it's listed at $45,000. Well, oddly enough, that is my listing, and here she is on her mooring. This is, let me see if we can go. Well, let's just scroll down, shall we? Yes, this is Gratitude. She is for sale, and she is in Yarmouth, Maine. Her price, though, is no longer 45,000. She's had a little bit of a price improvement. She's dropped down to 39,900, and she's very well looked after. You know, the hull is nice. I like the name Gratitude. I think that's something that we could all use more of in the world. So I'm thankful to have her as a listing. Here you can see her underway from the cockpit. Here she is out of the water. This is what I really like. The inside is very nice. Some people complain that the wood is too dark. I think it's all antique, which can come very dark, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, you can let some light in through these windows and keep this open. You maybe close it if you're afraid that insects will get in, but if you're anchored out far enough, you may not have that problem. But it's just a really well laid out galley. You can kind of wedge yourself in here when the boat's underway. So if you are trying to maybe cook some soup or warm up something for coffee, you can do that here without getting thrown around all over the place. So yeah, cushions and the seating is all in good repair. It's got the nav station here, and there's another bunk there to port in the rear, or aftwards, we should say. Yeah, mutual facing chairs here. I believe there might be a table that you can put in between. Yes, this folds down, I think. And there you can see the V-berth. The V-berth is actually pretty generous. It can fit two people in here fairly easily. And here's the head. But it looks like all of the standing rigging is in pretty good shape. Here's the life sling here. If people get overboard, you can rescue them. And I believe these must be extra fuel tanks. I'll have to double check on that. I believe that's what they are. I don't know if there's an outdoor propane locker. I'll have to check on that as well. But yeah, here you can see the nav station. More of the pots and pans. Again, you can see on the inside it's been well looked after. It's not beat up. This hasn't been a charter boat or anything. Everything is in good shape. It's got this little heater as well. I'm not sure if that's a wood heater or what that is, but that's a great thing to have if you're going to be sailing in northern climates. And yeah, that's the end. So yeah, if you'd be interested in taking a look at this boat, you can give me a call here. My phone number is 401-416-1033. Again, that's 401-416-1033. And I'm with SouthCoast Yacht Sales, so it'd be great to get you down there to look at the boat, or over there or up there from whichever angle you're coming from. It'd be great to have you take a look at Gratitude and get you going. So thanks so much for watching, and I wish you smooth sailing and calm seas. Bye-bye.